is George again, and today we're going to talk about why it's so crucial for your students to know about holidays of different countries.
What are you doing here, weird turtle man?
I'm the holiday armadillo!
There really is something special about kicking off the holiday season with making the traditional New Year salads, watching the president on TV and counting to 12, going on long walks with the whole family assembled together, the smell of gingerbread baking in the oven, going to pick out the Christmas tree and watching Home Alone and Sherlock Holmes. It gives you a warm, comforting feeling on the inside. But why is it so important? Why do we need to know about Catholic Christmas traditions? Why does anybody need to know about the activities of Halloween?
Halloween is all about kids, candy, and costumes.
How do other cultures celebrate Easter and Constitution Day? I mean, we have our own Russian New Year's Eve, our own Russian Christmas and Easter. Why do we need to know about others? And why do we, as teachers, need to touch upon this topic whether we're teaching kids or adults? Living within your comfort zone and denying what other cultures have to offer is narrow-minded. The traditions of other countries will let you be a more culturally diverse person, which is really important, especially nowadays that the world has become so globalized. Teaching cultural diversity is very important because it helps your students to grow up mentally and be aware of other people's traditions. In my experience, learning about different cultures has proven to be a huge advantage for me when I've been traveling or making friends or assimilating into a new group of people and broadening my outlook on the world. Most importantly, however, learning about and accepting the rightness of other traditions and holidays has provided me with another perspective on the whole world around me. Without learning about other cultures, it's almost impossible to know what the world is really like. Cultural awareness and diversity. What does that mean? Well, actually, this is a very big topic currently discussed, and it's very common for modern companies and organizations to have culturally diverse policies in places like the US and the UK. Being diverse is defined as all the ways we're alike and different. You may be wondering why this is such a significant lesson to teach your students about. First, diverse classrooms promote creativity and collaboration. Knowing about other countries, traditions and holidays helps build tolerance, curiosity and respect for others. This is especially important if you're teaching kids. Number 2. It is important for students to break stereotypes.
Dude, can you even open your mouth without spewing a cultural stereotype?
A lot of cultural segregation nowadays is caused by distinguishing between us and them. Learning about the traditions and habits of other cultures will encourage students to be creative thinkers. It will also make integration for new students easier when they find themselves in a new social group, as they will see their group mates or co-workers as equals.
They consider themselves our equals.
The third point is that it's important for students to be culturally aware. Learning about other cultures, languages, religions and holidays, aside from their own, will help your students learn that their classmates may not just be different, but also very similar to them. Personal benefits. But how will your students experience cultural diversity firsthand? What is the direct aftermath effect of knowing about other cultures, holidays, and traditions? Conversation starters. Let's say your student goes off traveling and stays in a hostel with people from other countries. These people don't have to be native speakers even, but most definitely they will be speaking English to your student. When your student learns their country of origin, knowing about their traditions and culture will help the conversation flow much more smoothly. Inclusion. Your student may not just travel to a different country, but may also consider studying, working, or even living in another country. When arriving in the new place, it's very important for him or her to stay open-minded about the culture, language, and traditions of the new country and its nation. Trust me, learning about other countries has helped me integrate better both in school and at university, so you have some first-hand experience there. Awareness. It may seem unimportant, but when somebody arrives at a new place, the last thing that they want is to run into awkward and uncomfortable situations.
Michael?
Oh.
Are you Michael Scott?
Oh, that's not... Yeah, I'm not.
Michael? Michael?
Learning about other cultures will help your student know what is and isn't polite to say, how to behave when meeting new people, and at least vaguely understand the local customs and traditions. Some people in France greet each other with kisses.
And Rachel, great to have you back.
The waiter will be running after you if you leave the restaurant without tipping in the United States.
Come on, throw in a buck.
I don't tip.
You don't tip?
People in Denmark hang out in cemeteries as in parks, or in some countries, using the left hand for eating or other activities is considered quite rude and insulting. As for holidays, people in Italy, during New Year's Eve, throw out their old things out of the windows.
E quindi la gente prendeva le cose e le lanciava fuori dalla finestra.
Or during Christmas in the UK, they eat blood pudding. That is not something Russians are accustomed to.
Blood pudding is a type of sausage made from pork blood and different spices.
I feel like I'm a vampire.
Or in Russia, people write their wishes on pieces of paper, they burn it, put it in champagne and drink it. That is considered weird in other countries. And for you, the teacher, the topics of inclusion, cultural diversity, holidays, language, and traditions are a great idea for your classes. Cultural diversity in class. First off, the topic of cultural diversity will bring a whole new range of great vocabulary.
Okay, don't even think about using that vocabulary in front of your father.
Yeah. Make sure to include literature and videos on YouTube about diversity that brings up controversial and interesting discussion points. I've linked some down below in the description if you need some inspiration. And if you need help on using videos in lessons, Nastya describes this topic perfectly in her video right up here.
Well, we're having the discussion now.
Encourage students to debate cultural topics with confidence and respect. This will come in handy if your student decides to join a debate team or work in a sphere where they need to defend the rights of somebody or something. I've linked a TED Talk playlist that your students can watch as homework and answer your questions during the next class. International experiences are a great way to learn first-handedly how to assimilate in a multicultural environment. The best option is, of course, immersing yourself into a foreign environment. Traveling, living with a host family, doing a gap year in a different country, or even going to a summer language school are all great opportunities for international experiences. However, if your student can't or doesn't want to leave the comfort of the home, they can sign up for speaking clubs in English schools and find pen pals for talking to online. Aside from just having classes, Skyeng also provides the option for your students to join speaking clubs on different topics. And Skyeng also has great language camps during summer and winter for kids and, as of lately, adults. Overall, it doesn't matter which way you choose to learn about cultural diversity and holidays and traditions of other countries, while traveling, reading books, watching videos on YouTube, or talking to foreigners. It is a great idea to do so and encourage your students to do it. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to like it and subscribe to our channel. It's a very small thing, but it means a lot to our team. And if you wish to be on our team, there is a link down in the description that you can click right now. Good luck to you and your students, and have a great holiday season.